Hello, and as always, thank you for watching us here at Palos Heights Community Channel 4. My name is Carol Steffen. On camera with Carl Gurman. We've been invited into a very, very special occasion to a store here in town called Zounds Hearing, which is located on 83rd Street, just a little bit west of Harlem Avenue. Specific address is 7202 West 119th Street, which we all know is College Drive or Route 83. It has 4 other names. It's easy to find, though. Probably the best benchmark is it's right next to Starbucks. But so how convenient is that?
Yes.
I'm sitting here right next to the franchisee owner, and this is Karen Liddell. Karen, thank you for inviting us in.
Carol, thank you for coming the second year.
This is a wonderful occasion. We're here for their anniversary grand opening, and that was about a year ago.
Yes.
And it was a fun day filled with balloons and filled with lots and lots of people.
Yes.
Today, we're a year later celebrating their success with Zounds here in Palos Heights. Karen, tell me a little bit basically about your background and how you even got here in Palos Heights.
Well, I come to you from a banking career as an accountant and was looking for an opportunity to do something in my later years that would give back a little bit, and did some research, and Zounds Hearing just stood out for me. I like the story of how it was founded, a father's love for his daughter. That just resonated volumes to me. And it just had a very comfortable feel. We went to Arizona, we did some discovering, and it just felt like a good fit.
Is that what originated in Arizona?
It is, yes, it hails from Arizona.
Okay.
Mhm.
And you're the only one here in Illinois?
No, since I've opened a year ago, we have 4 other owners.
Oh,
actually.
really?
Yes, we have a location in Barrington Heights. We have a location in Water Towers downtown. We've got a location in Glenview. We've got one opening in Lombard. So we're growing.
You are growing.
We
I
are
had
growing,
no idea.
and we're growing quickly.
That's great. Well, welcome as always to Palos Heights. We always
Thank you.
welcome new businesses and now a year-old business.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we've met a lot of friends here, and we look forward to meeting a lot more.
Well, it's a really delightful place. There's plenty of parking. You can park in front, you can park along the side.
We've got dedicated parking for our patients.
Great.
2 right out front.
And good signage. Usually have a sign on 83 that announces that you're there, and then you front right on 83.
Yes,
So you're very,
absolutely.
very easy to find.
Yes.
And it's Zounds, Zounds, and it's delightful.
Thank
you're always,
you.
You're always very welcoming.
Thank you, Karen.
We've met your office manager, or
Rachel Nelson.
Rachel Nelson.
She's wonderful.
Who's like a consultant or
Yes.
customer service type of person. She's a delight.
She runs the joint.
She runs the joint.
Yes, she
Well
does.
put, well put.
Yes, she does everything for us.
Well put.
And right next to you, we have Mr. Jeff Clark. He is our hearing specialist. Jeff has over 10 years of experience, and our patients love him.
Well, that's a nice introduction to you, Jeff.
Well, thank
you for being with us here at Channel 4. Jeff, you're the certified hearing specialist, is that correct? Am I saying that right?
Yes, hearing
Oh.
instrument specialist.
Okay, so to expound on that a little bit, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Is there an increase in hearing loss with the loud music that these kids are playing since they've been young people and now into their 40s? Do you see that as a possible cause of hearing loss?
It's one of the causes of hearing loss, and our world's getting louder with the stereo systems and the iPods and the loud music, and there's a lot of noise-induced hearing loss that's going on here.
Okay. And what is the first clue that the hearing is you're losing your hearing?
Well, first thing is they turn their television up louder, or they accuse people of mumbling, or they have to ask people to repeat themselves. Might be ringing in the ears. Those are some of the most common signs of hearing loss. And if you have any of those signs, it would be good to give us a call, and we'll make sure that we give you a nice test. They're always free here at Zounds.
Well, another one, too, is background noise. I know when I've been at dinner or lunch with people, and people are kind of overcome by the background conversation that's at another table.
And that's very true. One of the biggest complaints we have from people is that the background noise is louder than the person they want to talk to. And oftentimes it could be because of the technology or the lack of technology that they have in the hearing aids. Also could be how they are programmed. And Zounds, our technology is really good with background noise. When somebody comes in for a test, we make sure that we go through all of the different scenarios, telephone use, listening to the television, talking with background noise to make sure everything's set right so that when they walk out those doors, they're not in a big shock.
Okay. Jeff, take me to the actual steps. If I walk through the door and I've made an appointment, would you suggest making an appointment?
Absolutely.
Okay. And there's a very good website, so and plus on this tape in Channel 4, we'll run all the information that you need as far as telephone number, website, and you're on Facebook.
Yes.
I understand. So say I walk in the door with an appointment, what should I expect?
Well, the first thing that's going to happen is you'll be greeted by our office manager, Rachel. She will ask you if you want a cup of coffee or some water. She'll give you a short paperwork to fill out. After you're done with the paperwork, what she'll do then is she will pass it along to me, and then you would sit down and watch a video, a short informational video about our company. It takes about 8 minutes, and you're getting acclimated to what Zounds is all about prior to coming in. Once that video's over, I'll bring you into the office and I do a complete test, which includes speech, bone, and air conduction testing. Go over the results with you, and then at that point, if you do have a hearing loss, we'll give you an opportunity to try the hearing aids out right on the spot to see what they sound like.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking less than an hour, maybe, an hour and a half?
If you,
figure?
we say 2 hours or
2
less.
hours, okay. So make the appointment, come on in and talk with Rachel.
Yes.
Talk with you, set up with you, and find out if people that come in already know that there's a hearing problem. I mean, people usually put that off, I would imagine, before they come in. Karen, there's always been, when I was growing up, kind of a little bit of a stigma, not of wearing hearing aids because they were so visible. And so kind of thinking, I'm getting old, I'm losing my hearing. That's changed now.
It is changing somewhat, but we still have some of that. It's not like when we have a vision loss, we can go and get eyeglasses, and that's widely accepted.
Yeah.
There is still a little bit of that that prevents people, even though they know they're needing help from getting it sooner than later, unfortunately.
Yeah. But it's so helpful. I would imagine the trick, Jeff, would be to get them to try them on and see what a difference, what another world they can become involved in, being able to hear. And as you say, not saying, what, pardon me, to people all the time.
That's correct. That is the biggest thing. And I always tell people, I never buy a car or try on a pair of shoes, buy a pair of shoes without trying them on. They shouldn't do the same thing with hearing aids. They should make sure that if they come in, they get a chance to try them before they decide if they want them. And that's really the truth. The truth is, when I can hear you, then I would want the hearing aid. And most of the time, they don't have a chance to try that out. So you're right. Trying out makes a big difference.
Tell me about the hearing aid that you offer here at Zounds.
Well, we have a hearing aid that's rechargeable batteries. They come with a remote control, so you can make some adjustments on them. They're very discreet. Most people are worried about how the hearing aid's going to look, and most of the time they wouldn't even know if you had them on. So we've had a year of getting to know the public and making new friends and taking care of hearing losses, and the proof is in the pudding. Come on into our store, look through our testimonial book, and you'd be surprised at how many people love the Zounds hearing aids.
Okay, you have the hearing aids, and you're here for backup, I'm presuming, if there's a problem. And when you're saying remote programmable, what does that mean?
Well, a remote control, so you can make a change. So a hearing aid should be set good for most of the time, but obviously everybody goes into a different environment, and if you walk into an environment like a bowling alley, your needs for that hearing aid to work are differently than if you're in a quiet room. So what happens is, with the remote control, gives them an opportunity to make a change.
Adjust to it.
Adjust to it.
And what does a remote control look like? Is it a button? How do you remote control it?
I'm going to show you right now.
Karen, thank you so much.
Right
for
here.
doing that.
Here's the remote control. It's got a volume control, a bass and a treble control. It also has some different settings for noise or music. There's even a mute button on there. And the best of all is the reset button. The reset button puts it back to where I think it should be, so you don't have to worry about messing the hearing aid up.
That's fantastic. So that's right in their pocket.
Yes.
And the hearing aid is within the ear, I'm presuming, and not visible to
Yes.
the naked eye.
That's true. Some people don't like to carry the remote on with them, and what they'll usually do is make the change before they go to that
Oh, okay,
environment.
anticipating where the atmosphere they're going to be.
Correct.
Yeah, okay, that's great. Well, you couldn't make it much easier, could you?
We try.
Really?
Really.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just even worth coming in and trying. isn't
Yes.
it?
Let me say one other thing.
Sure.
We have a viable rechargeable battery. So at the end of the day, you put them in our charger, they're going to charge overnight, and you're ready to go the next day. You don't have to open a door
Oh,
and
really?
put in a battery. So that's another feature that our patients love, the rechargeability. And it's really rechargeable because it'll get through the whole day
The whole day meeting?
on one charge.
Really?
Yes.
Are we talking 24-hour type of day, or 12-hour day, or what?
12 to 18.
Okay, well,
Yes.
that's taken for
Mhm.
the whole day.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Anything else that you want? I mean, I'm so taken back by this. This is so easy. And you're here, you're in Palos Heights.
We're in Palos.
You're accessible. Tell me your hours.
We're open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. You can call us. Rachel's going to answer, book you an appointment. We're always willing to work around the schedule. If you need an evening appointment, Jeff will make allowances for that. So, we do our best to work with our patients.
Your possible patients,
Yes.
customers type of thing.
Mhm.
Do you get a lot of referrals?
We do get referrals. We'd like more referrals, but absolutely we do.
I would think that would be your best point of
Mhm.
business. And we'll
Yes.
talk to one of the patients, ongoing patient, Rose, in just a
Rose.
moment, to see firsthand, what
Yes.
her experience has been. Well, thank you for inviting us in for your 1 year. We'll look forward to coming in for number 5.
Carol, thank you, and I look forward as well. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Jeff, thanks so much for talking with us. Anything else that you want to add as far as come on in and talk to Jeff and see what's going on? And
Well, one more thing about the rechargeable batteries
Yes.
is their lifetime. So
okay.
we replace them for free. You never have to buy a battery again. As far as coming in and see us. We'd love to get a chance to talk. We don't pressure you. We'll go over the results with the person, and we're more of a consultative type of place.
great to know.
We're here to help people, not sell hearing aids.
That's a nice way to say that. To come in, even to talk with Jeff or Rachel or Karen or whoever's here, pick up some literature. Look through the literature. They have a nice website. They have some very nice endorsements on the website that people, obviously former happy patients. So it's a good thing. Zounds right here at 7202 West 119th Street. Their phone number will be running under this tape. They're available, and I'll give it to you. It's 708-827-5654, and right next to Starbucks. So you come over here and have the good news that whether you need if you do need the hearing aid, it's done in a very, very lovely setting. It's done well with you in mind. It's designed for you in mind to help you or help me or help whoever needs hearing. We all have a good experience with a little bit of loss, and might as well pay some attention to it and maybe make your life a little bit better and easier to live. Anyway, as always, hang in there because we're going to talk with a patient, Rose, who is dying to talk and share her happiness and her very contentment with the service here. Now I'm seated here with Rachel Nelson, who is the general manager of Zounds here in Palos Heights. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Carol, for coming.
It's our pleasure. Carol and I love to come to all these different stores and businesses and promote you because we want you to be very successful. Rachel, tell me how long you've been here.
I have been here for a year since we are the first one in Illinois. So as soon as we opened, I have been here with them from the beginning.
Oh, you have from the very
Yes.
beginning. Okay. Tell me what your experience is with the past year as far as finding new customers, helping them out, things that you've experienced.
Well, we have grown so much over the past year. We've seen a lot of faces come in here, and the most amazing thing about being here with Zounds is when the person hears for the first time after not being able to hear for so long, the expression on their face and the joy that they have is just unexplainable. That's my favorite part, actually, about working here. And also, we do a lot of community outreach.
Do you?
Yes, we do a lot of expos, bingo events. We're at the different senior centers, parks. We have something coming up in Palos Hills. We also do health fairs. I don't know if I said that. We give out a lot of information, and we're all about helping people here at Zounds.
That's great. I hadn't thought about, like at the expo, at that health expo, usually every spring here in Palos Heights.
Yes.
So it'd be that type of an event, or the seniors, or anyone. It doesn't necessarily have to be a senior that's experiencing learning or hearing loss.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't. No, it doesn't, Carol. I mean, we have had patients who have came in here, in their 30s, 40s,
I bet.
who, have worked in noisy situations, or maybe from birth they've been going through hearing loss over time, and they come here. They come here because they like the care and the customer service that they get here. Also, our pricing is really reasonable compared to what else is out there. A lot of them do their research before they come in here, and we always urge them to do that, because then they can make the best decision for themselves.
Well, Karen mentioned also that it's a lifetime guarantee. They use stand by your product.
Absolutely.
In every way, shape, and form. The service is here. All they have to do is come into the door, through the door, and ask for help.
Absolutely, and from the moment they make that phone call or come in through the door, I do my best to try to make them feel welcome.
Good for you.
And like we treat them as if we were their family.
Good, that's
Yeah.
nice. Talking about, speaking of family, next to me is Rose Gronke.
Gronke.
Rose
Yeah.
Gronke, who was a very happy patient and volunteered to come and give a little testimonial. So
Amen.
tell me your history here.
I met Jeff at our church. He came and spoke to our owls, the older, wiser, livelier seniors
yeah.
at Christ Lutheran. And then I went to a couple of meetings, and I asked people to please speak up. We can't hear you. Well, that happened too many times, so I decided I better get my ears tested. And now I've had them less than a month now, and I'm very pleased with them.
Isn't that nice to hear? What a wonderful testimonial.
Yes.
And it's so true, Rose, that we go around thinking, speak up. Why are you mumbling? Why are you
Yeah,
mumbling? Not that
that's
I'm having
right.
trouble hearing. But it's true, and I think we've all gone down that road.
That's right.
And I think we had talked to Jeff a little bit earlier about how people are younger in experiencing hearing loss. And I'm citing my own kids because they've had that music blasting in their ears since they've been 4,
That's true.
type of thing. And I'm sure that's had some type of a negative effect. So anyway, so how did you find Zounds?
I find Zones through Jeff. Yeah, he
okay.
came and spoke. He contacted the church, and then we had him come to one of our meetings and gave a demonstration of what
Oh, really?
it is.
Okay.
Yeah, and then when I came over here and had them tested, I found out I was the only one, but I'm trying to get others to come.
Okay. Well, they'll see how happy you are with the results.
Oh, you got
That
that.
speaks for itself, doesn't it?
Very good.
Okay, so you've been very happy with the aids that you have, and
You
you've
got that
and had a
right.
remarkable improvement as
Yes.
far as hearing.
Oh, yeah. I
Has your
sure
whole life
have.
opened up? Isn't that fun to be able to hear and not have
A
to
little
say
bit
what-
better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. That's good. You're a happy camper.
Amen.
Oh. What a wonderful way to end this interview, with an amen, and I'll hearken to that too. Amen. Again, keep Zounds in mind, right on 83, right next to Starbucks, easy to find, open door. Rachel will welcome you in and take you through the process. You can come in with literature, you can come in after making an appointment or making an appointment. Feel free, they're very, very welcoming. And again, we wish them happy, happy anniversary and many, many more.
Amen.